The Philadelphia Union tore through the East.
5-1 Union, 6-0.
7-0 Philadelphia Union.
And then there was the very best in the West.
What skill for the striker on form!
Inseparable in their last meeting.
Oh, he's put it in! It's tied again! Something about these two teams getting together.
The black and gold edged the shield race.
Dennis Berger clinches the supporters' shield.
Two top seeds.
And for the first time in club history, they will play in MLS Cup.
Two conference champions.
LAFC book their dates with destiny.
But only one could win their first MLS Cup. Between them, LAFC and the Philadelphia Union had had 18 seasons of playing in Major League Soccer, and yet for both, this was their first taste of the main event. The black and gold were hunting a domestic double after securing the supporters' shield, pipping the Union to the post on games 1. Philadelphia, though, had been ruthless throughout the regular season, the highest scorers and also the team with the meanest defence. LAFC's raucous Bank of California Stadium was the setting for MLS Cup 2022.
It's an incredible atmosphere. This is for them, but it's also for everybody at the organization who's worked so hard over the past 7 years to put this club and organization on the map, to build it the right way, and for the right reasons, to win for the city, for the fans.
I think this game is really good, really important, and we have to enjoy it and, of course, bring everything because it's the most important game of this club, so we have to be in that status.
We can talk about all the tactics we want. Tactics gives us structure, but I think it's more than that to win the game. It's going to be one of those things where you got to roll up your sleeves and you got to fight and you got to battle. May the best man win.
We're one performance away from our goal. Everybody leaves it out there for 90 minutes tonight. Let's go.
We're going to go on the road and play an LAFC team that's as good as any in our league's history. So we have a chance. There's no question about that. We can play with anybody. We've proven that all season.
I would say that our strength is in the team, and they have obviously very good players individually, which we respect, but I really believe that we have a better team.
I think it's two teams that deserve to be here, you know, the best two teams in over the regular season this season. And we're all looking forward to the matchup. We know we've had some good performances against LAFC in the past, and we're hoping to be on the victorious end of this one this weekend.
We have to stay humble and hungry like we have all season and really make it as hard as possible for LAFC.
Turn him over! We stay, come back! Win on 3! 1, 2, 3!
It had all the ingredients to be a classic. Commentary of MLS Cup 2022 comes from Matt Jackson and Phil Blacker.
LAFC have made one change from the Western Conference final win here against Austin. That is at centre-back, where Sebastian Ipiaga starts in place of Giorgio Chiellini, a change that was made at half-time in the previous round. Eddie Segura missing out again through injury. Otherwise, it is as you were. They're captained by Carlos Vela, whilst both Denny Buanga and Chicho Arango have scored twice in these playoffs. Arango with 16 in the regular season as well. Gareth Bale is yet to make a post-season appearance, but he has been named amongst their substitutes. The big news for Philadelphia is that their captain, Alejandro Bedoya, is fit enough only for the bench after a hip injury. So there's a start in midfield for 19-year-old homegrown Jack McGlynn, who replaced Bedoya at half-time in the Eastern Conference final win against NYCFC. It's the only change made by Jim Curtin from that game. Andre Blake takes over the captain's armband. The front three, Carranza, Gazdag and Ua, have scored 51 goals between them this season. 4 of the side made the MLS Best 11 this year. It's the Union that get the action underway. It is a career-defining day, potentially. Memories will be made, legacies will be left. It has been quite a season already for LAFC, and the Philadelphia Union, both striving to seize the chance to make it an unforgettable one. A new champion waiting to be crowned in Major League Soccer. Carlos Vela. Rango. Linking with Carlos Vela. His first sight of goal of the game. The captain was close.
This is a little bit slack on the defending. You've got to track Vela. Surely that's deflected over the top with a bit of dip.
And now Martinez. He was looking to pick the pass for Wagner. It's given away. Arango. Cifuentes found him with a little back heel, and he was caught. And it will be a free kick in very dangerous territory.
Yeah, perfect position. Not malicious in the challenge, but a naive one. This is a great opportunity. Helps a bit when you can stick Jack Elliott, you see him there on the end of the wall. That helps guard that side a little bit. Can't gamble and go too early though here, Blake.
Will be Kellen Acosta to take. It took a touch and it's in. The breakthrough goal in MLS Cup. The Californian dream a little closer to reality.
Great from LAFC. Little bit of a deflection from the jump in the wall. And it does kill Blake. He's not sure who's taking it. Oh, it's a really unfortunate one. Tough for the goalkeeper. It's a great view of it. Delight for the home side, and it just shows the fine margins.
There's Vela. Did really well to keep his feet. Then in came the challenge from Glesnes. It will be a free kick, as Carlos Vela is helped back to his feet by Jacob Glesnes.
It's a strange one, Vela, because he sucks players in a little bit where it doesn't look like he's particularly quick, but his feet are so good that he just reads situation, gets a toe on the ball there. We see he's enough to move the path of the ball. Glesnes has to bring him down.
And go straight at the wall, might get another go yet. Back in by Carlos Vela, really good ball. Blake got something on it, and Wagner should be able to clear.
Blake with his athleticism going to his left-hand side. Would the ball actually have gone in? Probably not. Goalkeeper's not to know that.
He's had a really fine season as well, Diego Palacios. But for Kai Wagner, I think he may well have made the MLS best 11. Carlos Vela was their only representative, actually, in that side. Well, here's the chance. They just got back to him. Acosta's still got work to do, though. Carranza now trying to pick up the pieces. That's taken away from him. Boanga getting back. Big chance, though, for Philly.
Good defending, really solid cover going on. Ibeagha getting back, reading the play.
Kalua. Forced wider than he would have liked. Does have support in the middle. Both Carranza and Gazdag were waiting. Instead, it's a corner. Here comes the corner kick. It's out by Jesus Murillo. The Colombian rose well. Danger not away yet, though. Baizo. Martinez. It's going to have another go. And where will this break? Daniel Gazdag.
Wow.
The pride of Philadelphia. Their top scorer comes to the party in MLS Cup and levels it up at 1-1.
There we see along the line, Palacios just playing them on side. They've had no chances whatsoever. Crepper goes to ground quickly. Look at the shots going nowhere. But the best strikers find a way. Great finish, game on.
Problems though for Steve Cherundolo. Try and get in behind here. Boanga has the pedigree to make a difference in situations such as this.
As well, Wagner taking a bit of a chance when you go to ground. You've seen him track the run, eyes on the ball. Good defending. He's been excellent, hasn't he?
Expected to depart for many millions. The player picks up for a fraction of that fee from the third tier in German football. As the corner comes in, headed in by Murillo. They are reaching for the stars in Los Angeles. MLS Cup is close. A towering header, a huge goal that might just go down in the short history of this club. 5 years in the making. They are minutes away from MLS's ultimate prize.
He attacks the ball brilliantly, but it's an area that should be defended from Philly. Really disappointing defending. Martinez is tracking him, loses him completely, but you've got to fill that near post area. You know how vulnerable you are as a team from there. Delight here, wasn't quite sure where a goal was coming from. They've been excellent on the day. Can they see this one out? Gamble time now for Philadelphia.
One teenager for another. Off comes McGlynn, and into the action comes Paxton Aronson. For if the reports are to be believed, a farewell appearance for Philly. Deal with Eintracht Frankfurt is reportedly close. May even be sealed as soon as next week. Looking to follow in the footsteps of brother Brendan in making it big in Europe. He's got 6 minutes plus added time to try and make a difference here.
Gamecraft required. Manage the situation. Certainly manage possession.
And it goes! Oh! In it goes! Jack Elliott restores parity straight away for the Union. One centre-back scoring from a set-piece, followed by another centre-back scoring from a set-piece almost straight away, and it's 2-2.
Oh, it's bullet header again, pace of the ball coming in, but into an area that you have to have the first man. How do you leave Jack Elliott, 6'6", free in the box? Oh, what a header from him as well. Crepo going to his right-hand side, no chance. Again, that brilliant delivery from Wagner. Philadelphia from nowhere back in this game.
Carlos Vela taking over, taking the pass from Hollingshead. Can Vela come up with a moment of magic? He will probably settle for that, will he? Found himself outnumbered 2-1.
Vela's protecting the ball, always going to go to ground. Clever.
Costa and Vela stand over it. Two teams that finished level on 67 points this season, the first time in MLS Cup history. The ball comes in. It wasn't dealt with by the Union.
Oh.
It's gathered up from under his crossbar, really, in the end by Andre Blake. A big chance for LAFC.
Oh, how does Hollingshead miss it? Makes the move as well. Yeah, diving header, he probably scores the winner. Goes for it with the foot and doesn't quite make a connection.
Blake finding only touch with the clearance. They're waiting for the whistle. And on we go into extra time in MLS Cup. The Philadelphia Union showing their unbreakable spirit as they twice battle back from behind. LAFC 2, the Philadelphia Union 2, with extra time on the way. LAFC get ready to get extra time underway. 2-2 at Bank of California Stadium in MLS Cup. Another half an hour to try and separate these sides who could not be separated really over the course of the 34-game regular season. A little awkward, but no more for Andre Blake. Only natural that he and Crepo might be beginning to think about penalties, but I don't think either coach will just yet. Although they will have practiced them, they will have planned for them. Blake's come, didn't get there. Bouanga, can he keep it in? Not quite. And Andre Blake is able to breathe a huge sigh of relief.
It's a lovely pass, well read by goalkeeper Blake with a bit of a fly hack. It's not easy winning trophies.
Got plenty in the penalty area. And it's Carranza who met it. It just didn't quite come down quickly enough. Big chance, Julian Carranza, he was close.
I mean, it's a great jump. It's not really a chance, but it's all through the athleticism of his jump. Crepo knowing that it just goes over. Little half a chance. Jim Kern knows the fine margins. I still say at this stage, it's Philadelphia that are just pressing that little bit more.
It's Teo, and it's Blake who makes the save on the stretch. Turns it away from trouble. Save a goalkeeper of his quality would expect to make, but he needed to. Dozen minutes or so for these sides to be separated. This is Buanga Martinez with it. Buanga not giving it up. Baizo, though, belts it away. And asks Corey Burke to chase it. Has Murillo got enough on that?
Oh, that's just sending off. Wow.
Crepo racing off his line, caught Corey Burke. The referee reaching for his pocket. Both players are hurt. It's a yellow card for the keeper.
Oh, that looks a really painful one. We will not want to see this one again in slow motion, I don't think. Yeah, there's the automatic indication that this will be a change.
And incredible as well that on in his place will come the Philadelphia-born former Union player, John McCarthy, who's played once all season. And he is going to be on for the conclusion, possibly for penalties.
Look, it's a horrible situation for an official to be in as well. Has to brandish that red card, which we now see. He's going to get a horrible reaction from the crowd. He's going to hate doing it himself, but if it's the right decision, it's the right decision.
Good to see Maxim Crepo sitting up, at least, on the stretcher. But he has been sent off. They will have to sacrifice someone, of course, to make the substitution and get John McCarthy on in goal. We think it's a Poku.
Certainly Philadelphia finishing stronger. Can they just find themselves a decisive moment?
In by Baizo, he was looking for Carranza. There were a couple of others arriving beyond him. In blue as well, it's turned behind for the corner.
Big stretch going in from Ibeagha, who certainly felt it as well. Those calves tightening up, cramp setting in.
The in-swinger towards the goalkeeper, who got gloves to it, didn't collect it. Back by Paxton Aronson. It's Gareth Bale defending his own box, and again as he hucks it away. Baizo having asked the questions there. Another really good ball in. Oh, wonderful save, but it's turned in. It's Jack Elliott again to force it in for Philadelphia. Astonishing. It's the Union that might just have their Hollywood ending. 3-2 Philadelphia.
The first save is absolutely great. I think going to his left-hand side, that's a brilliant save. And a poaching centre-back, hard to come by. But centre-backs relish tap-ins, and they certainly relish tap-ins in cup finals. Surely Philadelphia, for the first time, are going to be lifting MLS Cup.
Jack Elliott scored twice all season from centre-back. He scored twice in MLS Cup. Jim Curtin's team are moments away from history. Philadelphia coming into this league in 2010. They never won a playoff match until 2019. There's Gareth Bale! Astonishing! Gareth Bale off the bench on the fringes of LAFC season into centre stage, writing his own scripts in MLS Cup, and just maybe we will have penalties after all. He picks his moments.
Where has that come from? It's about his third touch coming on. He's been on the pitch for half an hour or so, seen nothing. It's a lovely ball. He's always had that aerial prowess. Oh, Philadelphia, what have you done? Andre Blake full stretch again. It's a great leap. Look at the reaction on those terraces.
So, still, they can't be separated. Both teams now will need to regroup and prepare for penalties. Here we go then, the start of the shootout. MLS Cup 2022 to be determined from the spot as it was in 2021. Christian Teo, saved by Blake. A comfortable stop for the captain. Advantage Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's a soft one. He tried to go off his movement, didn't read it at all. Blake gets himself set and it's solid, and when you're diving forward, it's not a good sign.
Their first kick to be taken by Daniel Gazdag, the top scorer. their first goal scorer in the final earlier this afternoon against John McCarthy. 3 years he had with the Union. His first season at LAFC as the backup on the bench, needs to take centre stage here. And Gazdag's blazed it over the bar, slipped as he struck it. And it's a full stop for both teams from the spot. Buanga next up. A statement signing in the summer as a designated player. He has proved a big player for the big occasion. Right at the end of the season, Denny Buanga opens the scoring in the shootout emphatically.
Simplicity is genius. Put your foot through the ball. Doesn't really go that wide, but there's great pace on the ball.
Martinez against McCarthy, who has never saved an MLS penalty. Conceded all 10 that he's faced previously. Martinez checks the run-up. McCarthy saves that one. And it is he who assumes centre stage. A son of Philadelphia. John McCarthy denies the Union, denies Jose Martinez. Ryan Hollingshead is next up. And Ryan Hollingshead scores coolly. Blake dived out of the way of that one. LAFC certainly have the edge.
Banking on the goalkeeper diving. Looks easy once it hits the back of the net. Never is.
Kai Wagner, Defender of the Year nominee, made the MLS Best 11. Can he keep his cool here? Oh, it's saved again! Off the bench, out of the shadows, into the spotlight. John McCarthy, the hero. LAFC on the brink of glory. Ilya Sanchez, this to win it. Ilya scores! Squeezes it beyond Andre Blake. LAFC do get their Hollywood ending after all. The trophy is heading to Tinseltown, and they start the celebrations.
We're close. I'm gutted for our players. They obviously give everything for the badge and for the club and for the city. But, kind of at a loss for words because this is a heartbreaking loss, no question.
The dream has come true for LAFC. They've reached for the stars in LA, and they celebrate. The trophy stays in Tinseltown today.
To be a Philly kid and play against my hometown team, it's something special. I would root for them any day of the week besides today, and I genuinely mean that. There's something that the group of people there actually taught me: when you cross a white line, it doesn't matter who you're playing against, you play to win. So that was the mentality for everyone from start to finish, and that was my mentality, and it worked.
This team is built to win games, and we found a way tonight. It wasn't easy. Congratulations to Philly for making the final and playing an exciting and tough match. But this team is built to win, and they found a way. And I couldn't be more proud of the guys.
So a fascinating set of playoff fixtures, which concluded with one of the greatest games in Major League Soccer history. Commiserations to Philadelphia after their brilliant year, and obviously we wish Maxime Crepeau a speedy recovery after he suffered a fracture to his leg. But the final word belongs to his team. LAFC, Supporters' Shield winners and MLS Cup champions. A remarkable finale to a pulsating postseason.
The 2022 MLS Cup playoffs are underway.
FC Cincinnati's first ever appearance in the playoffs is a winning one.
And NYCFC aren't ready to let go of that crown just yet. A win for FC Dallas.
Stuver the success story, and Austin in to the Western Conference semi-final.
And it's Araujo!
El Tráfico is once again a Western Conference semi-final.
Let's go! LAFC go ahead in stoppage time! Philadelphia Union advance.
LAFC book their dates with destiny.
Philadelphia Union have dream has come true for LAFC.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.